to be out here in the heart of Western Sydney, out at the wonderful Westmead Hospital, together with my two colleagues, Mark Taylor and Natasha McLaren-Jones from the New South Wales Parliament, and also Vicky Shepherd, one of the directors here at Westmead Hospital. We're here for a very, very important announcement to remind everybody of the $23 million commitment that the New South Wales Government has made on behalf of our immunisation program to insist and install in everybody's minds that it is so important to undertake a vaccination this year on behalf of influenza. We have some of the best vaccination rates in the country in New South Wales, but we know we can do better. And very, very importantly, as the Minister for Multiculturalism, can I say that we know sometimes that there are barriers, there are sometimes language breakdowns on behalf of our diverse communities, and so I really do want to emphasise this morning the importance for all families, for all people, to undertake their vaccination this year as the best way to protect themselves and their families, their children, and especially the elderly from influenza. Last year, very, very sadly in New South Wales, there were 640 people who lost their lives to influenza. We know the very, very best way to protect themselves is to undertake a vaccination of our community. Vaccination is the best way to protect yourselves against flu. We know this year is going to be a particularly bad strain, and we don't want to see the unnecessary loss of life because of the failure to vaccinate. Our message is very, very clear. Vaccinate and protect yourselves and your families on behalf of our culturally diverse communities. Exactly the same message. There are GPs, there are clinics, there are community health centres that can provide those vaccinations on behalf of your children who may be under the age of 5 years of age. Very, very important, and you can undertake and get that done free this year. But I might just ask Vicky Shepherd, the director out here at Westmead Hospital, just to give you a bit of an update in terms of how that can take place. Vicky.
Oh, thank you, Minister. Yes, certainly 2017 was the most severe flu season we've seen in Australia since the pandemic. And one of those strains, the influenza A, H3 and 2, is still circulating. The good news is that we have a better vaccine for it this year. The World Health Organization has changed the vaccine composition and expects that we'll get better protection from the flu vaccine this year than we did last. And on top of that, importantly, spending $3.5 million to offer free flu vaccine to children. Now, children, we had 2 deaths in children under 5 last year from flu in New South Wales, and just down the road, Children's Hospital is available from general practitioners, but also from community health centres and council clinics that offer regular childhood clinics, and also from Aboriginal medical services. This year we also have our flu campaign, It's in Your Hands, and it's really emphasising the steps that we as a community can take to reduce the impact of flu. So vaccination,
that levy, but also the fact that they can relieve the pressure on the family budget by leaving hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year on behalf of our hard-working families. From a New South Wales perspective, our budget is in a very, very strong position. We have committed our $3.2 billion each and every year on behalf of people in New South Wales with disability. We're very, very proud about that. We were the first state to sign up to the NDIS. We will be the first state to complete our scheme at the end of June this year. But I do take the opportunity to commend the federal government for being in such a strong and sound financial position.
Thank you for your time today, Minister.
Thank you.